in the finals. Angus versus Evan. Two fantastic people, as you saw in the last game. Evan on Florian, Angus on his Azalea, running the Sand Scour build with aim counters. Both these people, fantastic. You wonderful to play against. And yeah, we hope for a good game here. Azalea going to have a hard time with the Random Ledger not being a taxi cab go Angus. Random Ledger doesn't really affect Florian that much, though you can shut down the grass for a turn, grass for Reaping Blade. This is a bit of a cycling process. Bottom tail. We have Gutter mandated Arizona iced tea with lemon flavor. And Julian's got his, what has he got?
Prime discount.
Discount Prime.
Discount Prime.
Yeah, and we're just gonna check. Yeah, there we go. The last game we had the life tracker on stream, visible for the stream, but the people watching in the store, they have it on TV screen. Different resolution on TV screen didn't show the full life tracker. So we have it now. This time they should be able to see it as well. And yeah, this was a hard one because Angus is a. I don't know who I want to win. Every time I play against Angus, I didn't get to play against him today, but it is always a fun time. Evan two in the mirror playing Florian. I kind of want him to win on Florian. She's like, yeah, I was this close, and if he wins and I lost to him, it means I basically got second place. I think is how that works mathematically.
That's how that works. Yeah, I think I'm. Although this Azalea did knock me out of a previous event, I do actually want this Azalea to win because that would earn her some LL points. Yeah, let's get her out too. Why not?
I did back in the Proquest in October in CamCon, I did get to play Angus twice on this list, but with a different Florian list, going full stall with 9 Count Your Blessings. That netted me a second place there, not first, but got second. It was a good job. Hopefully Evan can pull it out this time. Again, it's like I want to see. Well-grounded now.
Well-grounded now. No AB to stop anything. So, that being said, still no block on the headpiece. Are you crazy? I think he's crazy.
I don't know if it's doesn't have it or just wants to bring stuff back like that. Those turns keeping a double blue is pretty good to go felling for.
It is. No, it's
felling for costing 6 for 8. It's still good. If you're a guardian, you're happy with that value.
Yeah, you're not.
That's sad. That is very sad. Guardian needs help.
It's getting it eventually.
In like September.
In September.
In the Guardian Master Path.
I would take any armor I could get against Azalea.
I would too, but again, I don't know. I'm going to pay 1 for arcane suspension. I'm actually going to take 1. So Nolan boots, long draw, half glove, and
Did he have
New Horizon?
2 memorial grounds and oh goodness! So he had a memorial ground and a memorial ground, and he pitched one of them. Do another memorial.
That is unfortunate. Sandscour a action or an instant?
Dance camera is in action.
Okay.
Look at the top card.
Yep, as he does.
It's an arrow. Put it into arsenal.
Read the glide path.
To put a secret on top of it. I will activate it. In the main counter, I will increase the tension. No D-reaction panel. And I will fire this off whenever one of these cards die. That's going to be
Meet dominate.
Dominate.
I don't know if Angus is talking louder than Cody or Evan, or his music is up louder and he thinks he needs to talk more. But we can hear him plain as day. Might even come through on the stream, which would be pretty funny too. Angus doing his own commentary.
Like some people have the Marvel scenes. So. Okay. 9, 10,
Block this.
Oh. See? So you got it? No, sir. Taking one. Over with where go back.
I actually think it's just quieter in the store now.
It is.
That's my turn trigger.
37 to 39.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7,
Right, he's good flippity floppity not.
8,
Yeah.
9, 10.
Red in the ledger and
Remorseless.
remorseless, yeah.
Read the glide path.
Increase the tension.
And release the tension.
A big arrow. But we're gonna see just a grasp reaping blade, I think, here for 4. Oh no, grasp arcane seeds.
Get that earth in.
Yep. You know you want it when it's you want arcane seeds when it's when you're online, but also just doing that is you need the earth cards in there to begin with.
I will also say no.
And as expected, not a lot of blocking here out of the Azalea.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to block as Azalea, there's bad things going on. Angus proved that he deserves to be in the final, remembering his tunic counter. We are going to still probably harp on Cody a bit. Cody will, after this, he not even from us, from himself when he watches the VOD,
Yeah.
he will never forget another tunic counter.
Oh. With dungeons, with tension, and then I'll fire that off. Catching. Let's go. No D-react from Arsenal twice. And then just remorseless. 11? 11. Yes, it is.
It is dominated.
Yep, 11 dominate. And take those no D-Rex from Arsenal.
You know, there's no inertia. There's no blood rot.
It's
it.
just straight damage. You block with a
Well,
card.
yeah, you block.
Yeah,
But you don't commit any armor.
Play rapid board is going to go.
I see a military.
Yep. There's
No reactions to me. There we go.
and yeah, just
Totals are even. But Remorseless is
I
gonna
will just move to Arsenal.
gonna take a couple more points when he does his things.
Whenever I
dumb baby says 2 goats in 1 game. Unfortunately, dumb baby. Can't say on the straight face.
Actually, it's 4 goats because it's me and Sully
Yeah, yeah.
and Angus and Evan.
No, dumb baby was definitely talking about us as commentators,
Yes.
and not the 2 players who deserve it, who are in the finals here.
Mm-hmm.
then for the taking one advantage.
So Remorseless now came in for 12, effectively, at least. And we'll see if there is a.
Oh, maybe not. Here's the again. Okay, I'm gonna say no block distractions.
It's going to come in for at least 13, I would say.
So
Oh. And a CNC for 6. So when you have that, that's I think that's very worthwhile. Asking for two arrows. And there it is.
He's just stuffing. If he's stuffed up with arrows, then just block.
Yep. I think the fair trade there. I think Angus probably not happy to block, but at the same time, when he has to, then he might as well.
Gorgeous.
Fantastic.
Oof. And he's so handsome while he does it.
Yeah. Angus also as well. You'll see plenty of his tokens or on-hit effects are hand-drawn by him.
That is where the no dominate Azalea happens.
Yep.
That's where Florian does his thing.
And you're Grasp Reaping Blade. I almost wonder if that was worth it. I didn't see what else he blocked with, but there comes a certain point where Red and the Ledger can hit. You're gonna have one action, and you just send one action.
Well,
Like if you were to just
if that was
send
just Reaping Blade,
he's missing out on 1 damage.
one damage. Yeah, yeah. That being said, what was the buffs? It was release and
Premeditate. Oh, premeditate. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
ponder
Sorry.
stops an extra
But-
card.
And stops a card in Arsenal. So yes, for the premeditate, yeah, stop it. Without the premeditate, I'm not sure you do. Pitching a melting points.
Sort of fascinating to keep that in this matchup.
I would be surprised as well. I think once you get to what I actually would like to see is in the new IC set with Marlin.
Like the
Like the swordfish, yeah. I think you're going to see a lot more 1-cost buffs because it can be pretty easy to go buff, actually bow 1-cost arrow, or bow 2-cost arrow for 10.
Yep.
You get into a territory of you're playing as a more like a guardian, but every other turn I'm optimistic.
You don't need to do this.
No, I mean it does stop another arsenal.
There was no. It was increased attention and heat seeker. I guess it was.
Yeah, it's heat seeker. Flippity floppity to get another. And if you're trying
Arrow
to
to the boppity.
but I don't think Angus cares as much about that. And Grasp Reaping Blade.
Yeah,
for another
but
4.
any extra cards you can play is worth it.
And I think he just drops the battering bolt.
Battering bolt does nothing in this other than that. So
It makes me wonder: is he concerned about deck out, and he's just running all of his cards?
interesting. I'm not sure.
Deadeye.
I would be worried. I would because I like to fat deck against Florian just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Red and Ledger on top of the deck. What is he going to load? And is he going to send that
Load it.
again? Not the.
Do you want to dominate it? Does it matter if it's dominated? It's
I don't think Florian cares.
Florian. You just don't care.
I'll load in this friend. And I will fire off that regiment.
Just got a razor and a. He's got a first decompose.
Yep. One, two. Then should be 3 if he has it. Yeah. And I think he has at least 2 more in there still.
Okay, all right. Getting greedy off the bat. My first is always 2.
The one thing I'll say is the one thing they did with every
5 goes to 8. I guess that was a yellow
that was the number one
root bound. A little hard to tell on the color here. If it was 2 over.
you get
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it's probably yellow.
Melting Point, laced with Inertia, Infecting Shot, and
And you're online.
Just
Chamber.
no.
no,
At least being the same price. And
yeah, Felling Online.
Although he is young Florian, so he can just cheat right here.
But he's actually at 7 health.
Yeah.
Dangerous position. So he goes 2 now up to 5. Still 1 card in
the average price is 12.
the graveyard at least.
Yeah.
There's an Arcane Seeds that still is there. And he'll have another one here, but he won't be able to.
Well, you pop well grounded at that point.
Yeah, if you need to get it, you pop it around it. Has the option to, but
Has the option.
probably doesn't want to unless he doesn't have
Yeah.
to. And again, this is where red in the ledger doesn't matter for him because you're sending one attack in.
I know, right?
Melting Point, Infecting Shot, locking for
He
6.
was not happy with his hand. You saw it on his face a little bit earlier.
I don't think he had the pitch to really do anything besides
No, I
like
guess
load and
not.
fire Infecting Shot. So just take a bit of the off turn and probably just Arsenal pass here. No? Okay.
Load up this real shot.
Okay.
Then activate Zeta. And when I look up this, and then I'll
Wow.
Interesting.
I mean, he knows what he's doing. I don't know what he's. Obviously, more buffs. Get a bigger arrow going.
Because like whenever we get a new
Yeah, I think he could have sent it for 4. He could have then put another
and then we adjust
block, another decrease onto Barkskin, but I mean, like, Barkskin's gonna defend anyway, and it doesn't matter if it has a block value at that point.
Crazy.
Channel, pitching. I think
He just wanted it out there.
it sticks around, yeah, but he doesn't. There has to be another red in his hand.
It has to be red or just another D-react.
Red or D-React. Either, I mean, putting a D-React in Arsenal is always nice.
And then once we've done that,
Blue Barbed Undertow?
Barbed undertow. No blue. No, that's a red.
Oh, it's okay.
That's definitely red. I think it's a mythic. It only comes in red.
Well, yeah. So this. Again, sometimes it's a little hard for us to see. We have it up on a pretty big TV screen, and we're like doing what our parents would yell at us for when we were kids, of sitting too close to the TV. But we still can't quite tell.
Until it was on top either.
So double pitching a blue infection payload.
Fun to fire that. The problem is well ground is there. We got 1, 2 more armor, maybe an embodiment. Well,
Iron blocks really well. Florian also wants to keep at least a blue to go grass.
he really
Making
wants to
here.
keep 1 blue.
Yes, that's all, and that's all you need to keep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Oh. Whoa.
okay. I am slightly confused. I guess he wants to keep it around for the next one, or it's a beast and buff. If the arrow keeps it around, if it's buff, the
That stops Miltree. That does stop Miltree.
yep, that stops it hard.
Yeah.
You like to see it. However,
Lock in 5.
canopy, shelter.
what I thought that is.
Canopy shelter making a buff. This doesn't actually stop it because sync.
that's exactly what we usually set it at. So that's what it should be.
Sounds good. Block is good. I will.
It just looks like prices have to adjust.
That's inertia, yeah.
Yep. That is inertia, but again, here it does not. Players having a good
That's how
time.
many times so we've sold one in a month. 13.
He went for the Miltree, but he's not even going to use it.
I don't think he has
No. I'm saying he played it last turn and he didn't even bother making the rune chain because he's got felling, which is going to come in for 9.
Magic Pokemon in One Piece. That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, Inertia's going to get rid of it anyway. Because he could have done...
Yeah, you know, you're not wrong. He could have arsenaled that felling, but that inertia's stopping that felling from being arsenaled, so get the value.
Get the value while you can.
Yeah. Cards to the bottom. 9.
A lot of damage. Canopy Shelter is such a fun card.
Yeah,
I only wish it could block for 3, but then that'd be far too
it'd
good.
be way too good.
Again, as we said before, go to your local game store, buy the first night Pterodons. You can sell the Canopy Shelters for a profit.
Yeah.
Probably don't actually do that. Save it for anyone who's new that wants to get into the game. The Terra First Strike decks are better than most of the Blitz ones available. But then,
I think the real juice we're gonna get is Terra's Armory deck when he goes to CC.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
I would be interested in that.
but you'll get all those cards. Those cards will be in there,
Yep.
and if not, they're gonna be in the next Earth set.
Earth set, though, isn't for a while.
It's not for a while. You're right.
Another couple of years, probably.
Another couple of years. Yeah. I feel like they built Terra to go into Rosetta, and then they couldn't figure out how to build a Lightning Guardian.
I don't think you should.
Well, Starvo.
I don't think you should. This falls under the same thing. I think after High Seas, I think we're going to get another light dark set.
Yep. Monarch 3. Yeah, everyone's been talking about Monarch 3. I think we're due for Savage Lands anytime now.
Yeah.
Brutes need support. Savage
you could-
Lands.
And you're getting Guardian Pack. If you go Brute and Light, that could be some pretty cool things. Maybe a variation of Jory.
Brute Light is such a fascinating, explorable design.
So, Codex of Inertia, Deadeye, Seek and Destroy.
My old man.
Spire Sniper. I was wondering what he's doing.
Yep. Opting with the Spire Snipe.
Yep.
Did I see?
Technically, Spire Sniping does not. Just lets you look at them. Yep. You don't get to put them to the bottom.
I see.
So, little worse than opting, but still, for Azalea, pretty good because you want to activate that and sink one to the bottom.
Yeah,
It might as well be opt.
Technically for that. I can stick with your value names.
That is the difficulty of Azalea into Florian.
Keeping a short effect, Blood Rod effect on hit, Inertia there. We're going to see at least looking like 3 cards. The Hellfleet is getting to a point where
Decides to take Blood Rod.
so I'm guessing this is a Channel Millennium Tree in hand.
It's got to be something.
Or Bramble Spark.
Ponderable trigger.
I think a big thing with Enigma leaving was Florian started cutting Bramble Spark for just more blocking value.
Bramble Spark's so good though.
It was good. It was necessary to bump mirror guys out, but you don't need to go that tall anymore. Well, you can, but
I
it's
disagree on. I think it's good.
it's just been the general disc.
Okay. Give me just pause for a second. I'll sort that out for you.
It's not low, it's not high, it's just up for everything.
It's not on. He's on it. Oh.
It's small.
No. And that's the go again and
Oh, I know my voice.
I will stop my quiver to negate.
My vocal teacher mentioned it in like one of the first sessions that we did. Like, it's called. You were shaking my desk. I hit certain tone that just vibrate things. It's resonance. Resonance.
Swarming Gloomveil coming in for 5, with
I mean, there's
Oath of the Arcanite giving it that +1.
Just confirming, Evan, do you have music now?
Sorry?
yeah, but there's like people that when they get out,
It's real.
they are actually still rather quiet.
There we go.
They're loud
Okay.
when you're close to them, but as soon as you walk a few feet away, it's not that.
So got a little bit of technical difficulties there, but we got it sorted out.
Yeah.
The playlist had ended. Oh,
So I think that was sort of worth it. Like, that's why he did take all that damage and take the inertia and all that. Is sending, swarming, plus a Oath of the Arcanite, plus Reaping Blade. That being said, if I look back to it, I think I'd block 11.
I would block 11. Yeah.
Yep. Especially when you have that life lead.
Because now it's down to 5.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he got that much value to that hand.
No.
I think he would have got much more blocking there.
It's like a slow.
I will. Azalea.
We did do enchanting quiver.
He did pop his quiver, yeah, to block that.
Then fire off Murkmire.
That's still think
vanilla 10. There's just
Yeah.
sentence as an effect, and
I'm talking right
no
now.
well grounded this one.
If you're paying attention,
Sorry,
you can hear
can't be
me
prevented.
echoing a little bit around. But when you talk, there's barely any.
I do find it funny how we have currently 3 different playlists going on. Angus is listening to a specific playlist. Nothing. It's create a safe one because it's one that's used for the stream. Evan is listening to a musically adjacent playlist, but it's only for his ear, so it's not stream safe. And now we have our playlist for the store, all 3 different ones.
This is wild.
Trot along,
Trot along.
trot along into Reaping Blade for go again. So this is going to be, but no grasp beforehand.
It came out.
I think he needs that 2-pitch for. I think he's got plow in hand. What he said.
But he's got 2 cards. What did he
Arcane
get?
Seeds, I believe, is the other one.
I just want to put it all in one attack instead of spreading it out.
No, well, it's reacting. 3. Are you sure? Right.
His life makes. He's online. He makes 4.
Oh, and that's why he took that damage rather than blocking.
Yep.
I knew he could heal off that.
Now threatening lethal. Another knock in hand.
2 more knocks in hand. It was a triple knock hand. Approval.
Well, we want to see 1 you're fine with, or 2 you're fine with. Because pitch 1 away, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that one. It's not being my arsenal. Oh, yeah. When it's you are silly.
And obviously the plow under. The decomposing, if you have it, really hurts Azaleas.
Yeah.
I think you put a 3 block in front of it.
Put 6, right? I slap both knocks into this, and then I arsenal that
For
heat
sure.
seeker.
Just debating more.
Ooh, New Horizon.
I mean, you do have a cleared arsenal. It's not going to destroy your arsenal.
He doesn't have a way of giving it go again. I debate just putting the knock into the there if you can. So like block 6, keep a knock, put it in arsenal, keep as many cards as you can next turn, block 5 with New Horizon. Oh no, New Horizons destroys it.
That's it. Ooh. So I'll take 4.
Taking 4 down to 4.
He's got a plan.
He's got a plan.
We don't know what we're doing.
We clearly don't. We can only give commentary and pretend that we do, but we do not. Chinook, up to 1.
I'm going to activate the break.
Barbed undertow off the top. What does he like? Does he like it?
Highly considering. It means
It goes in face up.
well grounded won't be.
Oh, what he can do is he can put that in arsenal with an encounter, and then pop his gloves to send it for 9.
Yep. I think that is very much what he's debating.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't give him an
You
arsenal.
gotta make it bigger. You gotta make it bigger.
He doesn't have a way to.
Yep. That's the only way he does. Is he debating just saying it?
Some.
Could be. That's not it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, knock does
Yeah,
things.
because he doesn't. He has to reload off of knock.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he reloads off of knock, loading the other one in there. He already has his Azalea, so he can't do that again. But he can decide what he wants next turn. Infecting shot, maybe. Remorseless red, probably red in the ledger. Stop that makes damage as much as possible.
I'm gonna put a fire sanction.
I am slightly confused.
I'm so lost.
Set.
He has in fact said it. He has in fact committed. I cannot say I agree.
And fireball is heat seeker. Coming in for 8 on hit.
I remember when they were like, oh, well, you know, it's actually not continuous. What?
I see.
Yeah, some people try to make that argument because of how badly withdrawals can be.
True, they can be pretty bad.
But that is short-term unhealthiness. Right? You're not hurting yourself in the long run by going through it.
No reactions made.
Take it forward.
Yep.
And there's an help.
Takes 4 down to 4 all.
Need help.
And you do need the perfect fire sanction ponder, and I'll act over to you. No help. I am most yes.
I do believe it is at 4 to 4 now.
Yeah.
Like it's saying, well, at least it surely be hard to come across the game. You pitch that to right. I assume. Three cards of pitch.
This is going to be a hard one for Angus to survive here.
We have Pure watching.
Yep.
wondering why Kamloops shit the bed
Yeah,
getting into the top.
I think so.
Top table.
Yeah,
We're just good at talking. We're
we
actually
are good at talking. We run our mouths really well. But hey, at least we did better than last time.
That's true.
That is true.
Mhm.
And if it has to be two people that are not from town, I'm happy it's these two.
Mhm.
They are, again, as we said before, two good dudes. It's awesome.
I just traded Evan for that cold foiled well grounded. I got myself one of my full art Endear Devotions for that, so
Very nice.
pretty happy.
Ooh. Takes two. Does he have no cards in hand?
No cards in hand. Does Spire Sniping cost 1 to Spire?
It does,
It does.
I believe.
Brutal.
I'm gonna activate Azalea.
Okay.
Might as well. That's
Pretty good, and then I'll pass her.
a better card.
Yes, at this health level, you take it, because any bets leak through, it...
Oh, that's a hand you wanted 3-4 hands ago. Drill shot, increase, lace with inertia, lace with blood rod. He needed that a while ago. He needed something.
He needed
a big,
something
bigger like that a while ago.
Because I think that's Arcane Seed's life here, too.
Oh, that might be game for him.
Yeah, I don't...
Selecting.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
First ball,
Welcome
6 and 6.
to LL
Uh,
to the end of it.
damn. That
No
is the
points for
end.
Azalea.
Congrats to Evan. Great job with him. We're gonna go over chat with our players here. Yep. We'll be back.